What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are going to talk about the trending T4s that players are investing in for the middle of May. It's been a while since we did the last one, but you guys seem to enjoy that video, so we're going to talk about what players are investing in for T4s, and it kind of gives an insight into what players are unlocking, what seem to be the meta characters, and also it's in some characters or in some investments of T4s gives you an idea of what players are starting to unlock, and we'll talk about that in this video. But if you guys are going to enjoy this video, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. But before we go any further, let's hear from a sponsor for today's video. Hey everybody, here to talk to you about Amazon coins. Now, whether you're someone who's gaming on a budget, or if you're someone who's dumping hundreds of dollars into a mobile game every month, there's really no better way for you to be spending that money than through the Amazon coins app. And honestly, this is something I've been using for Marvel Strike Force, and I just absolutely love it. The big point about Amazon coins is that it gives you some very significant savings on your money. You can get upwards of 20% back on what you're spending in the game. And every coin is a 1-to-1 ratio. So 100 Amazon coins equals $1. And they have plenty of different choices for you to buy. And if you are looking to buy something cheaper than this, you can go here and check out all the packs. There's upwards of even $400 worth of Amazon coins for 20% off. It's a great deal for anybody out there who's wanting to play this. Now, the big problem is that it's only for Android right now, so maybe hopefully in the future we'll get it for iPhone too, but what you want to do is basically just sync up your account through Facebook and check out any of the games that you want to play. Like I said, Marvel Strike Force. There's also Battlegrounds or PUBG Mobile. There's Hearthstone. There's plenty of other games out there that you can use for Amazon coins as well. But if this is something that you're looking to spend money on and you want to save money and get money back, which is, I mean, why wouldn't you? I recommend you guys go check out the link down below. It would really help out the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. So, top trending T4s. The big ones at the very top here, according to MSF.gg, which really should not surprise anybody, is going to be Kestrel and Silver Surfer. And both of those characters have some very good T4s. In fact, 1 through 8 are nothing but Kestrel and Silver Surfer. Everybody's investing in their T4s. You can see that people are investing a lot in them. The passive for Kestrel seems to be the most popular of her T4s, which is no surprising that constant attacking on defense down characters is huge, does a lot of damage. It's great. But yeah, a lot of people are investing in Kestrel, and the only reason I think that Silver Surfer is lower than Kestrel right now is because Surfer has been around for quite a bit longer. So these trending T4s pull from the last 2 weeks. So, you know, more people have had Surfer, more people have had time to invest in Surfer. So Surfer is naturally going to be lower than Kestrel at this point. I don't think Kestrel is going to be unseated from this at any time soon, but we'll see what happens there. But once you get outside the top 8 here from Surfer and Kestrel, this is where you start to see Shadowland pop up, which is no surprise at all. Shadowland is still pretty much the meta war offense team right now. They beat just about everything. They do massive punch-ups, so you're going to see a lot of them. The passive T4 for Night Nurse, that is the #1 trending T4 for Shadowland, followed by her special and her ultimate. I'm kind of surprised that those are up higher than the passive for White Tiger, but because the White Tiger passive is so important, it may also be that many people have already invested in her passive, so you already have people maxing out on that, and now people are starting to spend on some of these other T4s. Another one up here is the passive for Baron Zemo. Zemo is a great character. You're going to see him in RTA. I see him all the time in Arena now. Baron Zemo is just a top 10 character. That passive makes him one of the fastest characters in the game. It gives him 140 base speed, which is absolutely insane. So it's not too crazy to see that the passive for Baron Zemo being up there too. One that did surprise me is that the passive for Ghost is still trending up, and I did not expect this. And there's another one here with the passive, or with the ultimate, the clone ability from Mr. Sinister. Both these were surprising me to see them trending up. I figured most people already had the T4 on the clone ability for Mr. Sinister, but also Kestrel kind of blocks Mr. Sinister, kind of counters him. So you don't really see Mr. Sinister in Arena too much now because Kestrel's there so much, but that could just be people are starting to, I don't know, invest in him a bit more. This one I don't get. I'm still confused as to why the Ghost passive is trending up too. I mean, Ghost is a solid character. You see her in RTA, she's great for the tech nodes and the Doom Raid, and that could be why you're seeing her here. Also, people trying to go for DD4 and unlocking Doom, that passive on Ghost is very helpful there as well. That could be why. And you also see that her ultimate here is trending down. So not as many people investing in that ultimate T4 anymore. I mean, it's one of those weird ones. It could just be, yeah, that people are trying to use her for DD4 and investing in that passive. But yeah, that one leaves me a little bit confused. I'm sure someone down below in the comment section may tell me why they think this is why people are still investing in the passive for Ghost. I did not expect to see Ghost still this high up in our trending T4s. The passive for Longshot is still, Longshot is still trending. It's going up a bit. This is the turn meter gain on critical hits. Dad Bros are a huge part of RTA these days. Kestrel, Dad Bros, Zemo. Yeah, that's a nasty team in RTA that you see a ton. So if you can get that bonus speed bar with crits and the defense down everything, you have a nasty RTA team. So it's not at all surprising to see that this is still one that people are investing in. Quite a few more passives and abilities for Shadowland here. The Fist of Khonshu with Moon Knight, that's bonus max health for Shadowland. Very helpful, especially on your massive punch-ups. The passive for Mr. Sinister is still trending up. And I honestly, Emma Marauder teams are kind of starting to, the sun's starting to set on Emma Marauder teams, but they are still a solid team for Alliance War. So you are still going to see people invest in them, but I'm still surprised that people are investing more into this Emma Marauder team. I figured most people already had Emma Marauders unlocked. It seems that most people did not, and that they're still investing in the Emma Marauders teams. But I mean, hey, if you still want to invest in them, by all means, go for it. They're still a solid team, but they're definitely not as strong as they were before. The Daredevil passive has trended way up, has moved up 17 spots to the number 20 spot. That is pretty big. That's also one of the most important passives or one of the most important T4s overall for your Shadowland team. Huge speed boost for the team. Make sure they get going fast along with the speed bar boost that you get through the White Tiger passive. So this is one of the more important passives for Shadowland. A lot of people are still investing in Shadowland. Highly recommended. The max barrier with the passive for Shatterstar trending down a little bit, and then the passive for Doc Ock is stagnant here. That's not an indication that people aren't investing too much in Doc Ock. It's still a very strong passive. Doc Ock teams are still very strong in Alliance War, and you do see him quite a bit in RTA as well. The special for Zemo, I was surprised that was trending up as high as it was before, so it's no surprise to see that trending back down now. The ultimate for Anti-Venom has basically moved up a huge amount here, and it has definitely moved up quite a bit. Symbiotes are still a decent team. You do see them a lot in RTA. They're pretty much the best bio team for the Doom Raid, and that could be part of it as well. And that may explain this investment in Mr. Sinister too, because you may see Mr. Sinister quite a bit in your mutant nodes for Doom. Same thing here. Hello, Jordan.
I hate that you do that.
What's the matter? You're like trying to sneak by all nice and quiet, and I just like turn like hello.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know whenever it's gonna happen, and you're like mid-record, like blah, 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 what's up?
Where were we? Yeah. So that would explain a little bit why you're seeing such a huge increase here, and that also is why you're seeing huge increases on these other passives and abilities for symbiotes as well, is because people are using them for the Doom Raid, investing more in them, realizing that they're pretty much the best bio team for Doom. So that's probably why you're seeing that a bit. The ultimate for Emma has trended down a bit. That's not surprising. Most people by now have invested in that. So if you have most people investing in the T4 ultimate for Emma, you're not going to see many more people invest in it, and that's probably why it's trending down. Let's see what else we've got here. Energy Bomb for Thanos, still trending up, which is kind of crazy. You do see a couple more Thanos T4s here. Black Order, still by far one of the best war offense teams. Very strong on war defense as well. They are a meta team. They're not so much meta in Arena now, but you're still going to use them all the time in Alliance War. It's going to be a long time before Black Order is pushed out of any kind of meta. So it's not at all surprising to see people are still investing in them. I did kind of guess that most people had invested in them by now, but it seems apparently they have not. But yeah, so nothing surprising there. Death Knives with Hela. I'm honestly, this one I'm still surprised this is trending, but I mean, that one leaves me a little surprised though. Hela is good for the Mystic Notes and Doom Raid. So this could be people trying to invest in the Doom Raid and trying to get their teams up a little bit more, and that's why you may see some of these trending a bit. But then here you go. Here's a skill military one, and the passive with Red Guardian. And Red Guardian is incredibly good. Skilletary are now a fantastic war offense team, able to do big punch-ups against Mercs and Emma and Alliance War. Also, Red Guardian is a staple of skill teams in the Doom Raid, and that passive is very, very helpful for any kind of Skilletary team. So it's no surprise to see that Skilletary T4s are trending up quite a bit. Some T4s for Black Bolt trending down. Black Bolt's really kind of getting pushed out by the power creep. Another Symbiote T4 going up. And here we go. Dr. Doom finally popping inside the top 50 trending T4s. And this one, I think, is an indication of people are starting to really unlock Dr. Doom. And that's why you're seeing them. You have the passive here with Doom at 44. And down here at 50, look at that. The special for Dr. Doom has jumped up 40 spots. Same with the ultimate for Dr. Doom. Yeah, people are starting to really unlock him, and I think that's why you're going to see him trending up quite a bit. We'll be keeping an eye on this towards the end of May. We'll see if more people are unlocking Doom. More people are unlocking him, and that's why you're seeing him trending up so much. That's a massive increase. I think that's the biggest increase I've seen on the trending T4s for this report. A couple more T4s here for Black Order. The passive on Cole Obsidian is still very good. Makes him quite a bit more of a danger on defense when you're facing him. The ultimate for Ebony, at this point, most people haven't invested in that. So it's not surprising to see that not as many people are investing in that anymore. So that's why it's trending down. Same with the special for Ebony. And a couple more Symbiote T4s and another Shadowland and some more Dr. Doom T4s here at the end. So overall, Kestrel and Silver Surfer unsurprisingly dominate the meta T4s, or the trending T4s right now. Still a lot of Shadowland going on here, and it looks like some people are investing in some mutant and bio and symbiote stuff to kind of help maybe bolster their Doom Raid stuff. But I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys surprised by anything on this T4 report and the trending T4s? Let me know down below. But as always, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.